Hello everyone, my name's Lenny. This is In God We Trust. Today is Monday, June 29th. Dead and gone, the good old days. I was watching this program on the History Channel last night, and it was comparing the depression of the 20s and 30s to what was happening today. Kind of went through how the market was failing and what was happening and kind of what happened with our market and with our financial institution. And the one thing that was put into place that we have now that we didn't have back then, which is a good thing, it's like the FDIC, the Minimum Wage Act, workers' compensation, unemployment. Back then, they didn't have these programs. They didn't get created until after that. So they had to fight through everything that happened back then. And they did it. When FDR took president, the New Deal was made. And he offered up this big plan. Let's build an infrastructure. Let's put Americans back to work. And because we believed it, we embraced it. We took it to heart. And we as Americans stood up and we said, we're going to build this. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going to build it. And we did. Took it on head first. Everybody wanted the American dream. Prosperity, good times were coming back again. And they did. And then everyone, at the cost of their morals, their dignity, their convictions, their faith, focused on the almighty dollar. They wanted to keep up with the Joneses, another video that I put out. So everybody worked hard and everybody did what they could to get the material things that they wanted. We wanted it faster again, bigger, stronger, quicker, cheaper. And so we started to focus on not what the godly principles and morals that this country was built on and what we were doing. It was all on what can I do for myself. So the good old days are dead and gone now. We find ourselves in an economic time that if we don't slow down and start thinking about what happened then and where we are now, we can find ourselves in another depression far worse than whatever happened in the 20s or 30s. Because back then it was really market driven. And it was a domino effect. Now, as you can see, big and small business alike are closing. Numerous jobs are being lost. So we need to refocus. We have a president right now who is trying to put a new deal together, if you will. Some things we might agree with, some things we might not. But the one thing we did as Americans back then is we embraced what we knew we had to. Because the times were that bad that the only thing we could do was go up. We have a president right now who's trying to implement some systems and programs, whether we agree with them or not. And some of them I can say that I don't necessarily agree with what's happening, but at least he's trying. At least he's trying to put a new deal together. You got to give him credit for that. So, America, stand up. The good old days are dead and gone. If we don't get control of this and we all come together as a whole and realize that we have a fight on our hands and we're the only ones who can save this country, we need to think about where we were, what we've done, and where we're going. And the biggest thing I can see is stop pointing fingers and stop blaming each other. because that's what's going to continue to spiral this country down. Let's pull up our pants, let's get our game face on, and let's get ready for this fight. And we need to take it head on, take the bull by the horns. This is In God We Trust. I want to thank you for joining me today. You have a great day, and may God bless America.